Still, can you close the door? I mean, not completely. Yeah, that's much. Right. So everyone, before we start, as usual, we are going to welcome all the participants. So please say 3 times together, very calmly. Sadhu,
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 sadhu.
sadhu.
So good evening to everyone once again. So on the today is 13th May 2022. Another wonderful day that we get together and practice. So, so whatever day that we practice, please understand that you are investing something. There are 2 kinds of bank accounts that everybody do have. One bank account is bad bank account, which is the most. So most of your funds are inside your bad bank account. The other bank account is good bank account, which has very less amount of fund. So please think you are investing. So you are depositing funds in your good bank account. So please think like that whenever you join for the meditation session. It's an investment, always. First of all, it's an investment for your own life, to lead a happy life, to lead a comfortable life, to lead a peaceful life. So it is a good investment. And at the same time, for the other people too, this is a good investment. Everyone that you associate in your life. So for them, not only you will gain all those positive things, you will share all those positivity with the other people too. That's why it's an investment for the other people also. So today we are doing that investment. We are depositing money, depositing funds in a good bank account. So here we are going to start. We started last week practicing Vipassana meditation. But still, for the new meditators, I kindly instruct to practice breathing meditation. So first step of breathing meditation, because if the rope of our bucket is not long enough to take water from a well, then how much you try, you can't get water out of it. So first of all, you need to prepare the rope. Rope is your mindfulness, your concentration. So you need to prepare that first. Then after that, your rope will be long enough to take water out of the well. So that means for a mind which is running here and there all the time, which is not at least somewhat concentrated, you can't focus on the sensations. It's hard. So for the mind to become more sensible, right, more sharp, we need to practice some concentration meditations. That's what you are doing. But later on, I'll teach you Vipassana, right? So, mainly we focus on Vipassana because most of all students, they are practitioners of Vipassana meditation. So, you started focusing on the sensations. And now you will start to realize gradually gradually you will start to realize that whatever things that you experience in life too, they generate sensations. Whatever you see, so whatever you hear, right? Whatever you taste, whatever you feel, and whatever you think, they generate sensations. Sometimes you might have understood this somewhat if you are practicing during this week, or sometimes gradually you will come to that point. So you don't like, actually, earlier you thought you like things, but now you have come to an understanding that you are not actually liking things. You are actually liking the sensations those things create. There is a person who likes to buy a Tesla car. For a long time, this person is yearning for this, and finally, this person buys one. And then this person feels so happy. And he or she likes this Tesla car a lot. Do you think that person likes the Tesla car? Actually, no. That person doesn't like the Tesla car, but that person likes the sensations that person gained by seeing and thinking about the Tesla car. Now you will gradually realize this is the reality. And at the same time, when the other people earlier, you might have been thinking that the other people are the reason for your anger. Oh, I am angry because of that person did this to me. I'm angry because that person did that to me. You might think. Now you gradually realizing, oh no, that person is not what I don't like. I don't like the sensations that I create, that I feel when I see that person. This is the reality. This is the reality. When you see certain things, let's say you hear a scratching sound. Some people can't bear the scratching sound, right? Why? Because it reaches the so one of the highest frequency. It reaches closer to the highest frequency that we can hear. So it's somewhat troublesome for your eardrum. So to grasp it, so you don't like it. And there are some kind of sounds. Let's take that sound. You hear that. You don't like it. You don't like it. You don't like that sound. So actually, the truth is, you don't have anything to do with that sound. It arises and passes away. The sensations that you feel because of that sound, those are the ones that you don't realize. Oh, this is the I that I didn't know. You didn't know this I before. But this is the real life. This is the real you. And there are so many such kind of things that you will realize. But because of certain things, you will become right. Maybe you are a person who are afraid of ghosts, right? You'll think, oh, when you go to a secluded place or an abandoned house or certain kind of house, feel scared. Now you will, when you become vipassana meditator, you start to realize you don't care about the ghost at all. Ghost at all. What do you care? What do you care about? You care about the sensations that you feel because of the ghost. Those are not comfortable sensations. That's why you are scared of them. Like this, you will realize about yourself gradually, little by little. Sometimes you won't realize these things at once. That's fine. Sometimes this is not a competition. So this person feels more and that person feels more. I don't feel like that. This is not a competition, please. So let that person understandings to be with that person. Let my understandings and my improvements be with me. This is not a competition. And so because of anything, right? Because of any cause, any reason, you should not let others know about sensations that you feel. That is very important. Because sometimes some people feel various, we have various bodies and we are different individuals. So the things that we feel, they are different. So, uh, so what I feel right now, you can't feel it like that, right? So, and what you feel right now, I don't feel it like that. That is the truth. So, different bodies and different sensations. So, don't share, please. If you share what will happen, then the other person will also crave to feel that kind of a sensation. For an example, one of the meditators feel, Vipassana meditators uh, feel a sensation of vibration. Somewhere here, suddenly, let's say that person's concentration goes deeper and that person's concentration become more sensible, more sensitive, this person feels vibration. Then what do? You can't, normally human beings can't keep the mouth shut. They always want to talk what they feel. It's very hard. It's very hard to keep it as a secret. So what you do, you at first you don't tell it to anyone else, but later on, when the others talk, you think to show yourself off. So you will say, "Oh, I feel this kind of a vibration here." Then what will happen? The other person will sit on the next day for the meditation and think. Instead of practicing meditation, that person will start praying. Oh, that this person felt a sensation of vibration somewhere. I am meditating with that person too. I am meditating the very same technique. Why I don't feel? Then you will go away from the right practice of vipassana. So very important. Don't share your experiences with the other people because one individual can say so. Even inside the one individual, you can't feel the same sensations everywhere. Inside your stomach, different sensation. On your skin, let's take the whole skin. In different areas, you will feel various kinds of sensations, billions of sensations. So this is the truth. So it's good to accept the sensations as they really are and not to share with them those experiences with the other people. Instead, keep on observing that whatever the sensations that come, they are impermanent. It's gone, and no use of talking about it. That's simple. Right. Now we are going to start. So new meditators who are joining today, if there is anyone online, so this is how we practice breathing meditation. For you, we kindly request not to practice vipassana meditation, to practice breathing meditation. So when the breath is coming in, be fully aware. And when the breath is going out, be fully aware. And if the breath is long, be aware that it is long. Don't try to change it. Just be aware of it. as it is. If it is short, be aware that it is short. If it is gross or if it is soft, be aware that it is gross right now. It is soft right now. So just accept the reality of your breath, current breath, as it is. Don't go to change. Observe it objectively. Observe it objectively. Just like a gatekeeper who is observing only the people who comes to the gate. That person doesn't check everywhere else. That person has only something to do with the gate. So keep on observing the breath, just like a gatekeeper. So when it is coming in, be aware. When it is going out, be fully aware. And keep on developing concentration. Concentration. Vipassana meditators. So as I mentioned, so at first please start from the top of your head, and then please observe the front portion of your head, and then after that, please observe the sensations of the back portion of your head, and then right ear, then left ear. Then after that, please observe the sensations on your forehead, then on your eyebrows. Whatever sensations that you can feel, please observe them, and eyelids, and then after that, your nose. So up to that area, keep on observing, right? And if possible, please observe. Then please observe your upper lip, then your lower lip, then right cheek and left cheek. Whatever the sensations that you feel in those areas, observe them very patient. Very patient. Let it be heat, let it be coldness, let it be toughness, let it be softness, let it be so twinkling sensation, pulsing sensation, or heart throbbing sensation, or blood circulating sensation, or some kind of pain, or any sensation. Some sensations may have names, some sensations may not. Whatever the sensations they are, keep on observing them objectively. And whatever the sensation that you experience, please remind yourself, this sensation is also impermanent, changing. This sensation is also continuously changing. So, like that, from top of your head to the left cheek, keep on observing the sensations. And whenever you feel a sensation, whenever you recognize the sensation, whatever the part on whatever the part that you observe, please remind yourself, this sensation is also impermanent. So with those with that understanding, please get ready to practice. First of all, I will pay respect and gratitude to the Buddha. Then let's start. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sugato lokamido Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati Satta Deva Manusanam Buddho Bhagavati Swakato Bhagavatanam Sannitiko Akaliko Ehi Pasiko Opanayiko Pachatang Veditam Vinyohiti Supanipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Unupanipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sami Padipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chattari Purisa Yogani Ate Purisa Pungala Ise Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Nakineyo Angelikareneyo Anutterang Punyakitang Lokasati Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with a very alert, very attentive mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. If you are a new student, please, as I instructed, practice breathing meditation. All students, please practice Vipassana meditation. Please practice diligently, ardently, constantly. May your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Now please start the meditation right now. Now, new meditators, if you like, you can change your posture, but very slowly and very calmly, making the minimum noise. Minimum noise. Please, if you like, you can change your posture. Vipassana meditators, they are asked to stay the same without changing the body. We are going to share loving kindness with everyone. We are going to practice loving kindness meditation in breath. In breath, relax. Let your whole body to relax. First of all, let's share our loving kindness with ourselves. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Very peaceful. Spread love and kindness towards yourself. Now let's spread love and kindness towards our parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my parents, mom and dad, teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful, be very peaceful. Just like me, may the people who are in the middle, one of my enemies, at the same time one of my friends, the neutral people, may they also be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they also be very peaceful. Now let's spread our love and kindness towards our enemies. We are people with negativities. Sometimes we do mistakes in life. By fortune, we were fortunate enough to come and practice, to meet and to understand and to practice this wonderful meditation technique so that most of our negativities we can control them. But there are so many people who don't have that ability. They are not practicing. Sometimes one of them might have done certain harmful, hurtful things for you. Please develop pity on them and spread love and kindness to them. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful, very peaceful. Now let's think about all the beings in the world. Not only human beings, animals, other visible and invisible, all beings. We share our loving kindness with all those beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful, peaceful, very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards all the beings, all the beings. Now everyone, slowly and calmly, slowly and calmly, please open your eyes. Relax yourself. Let your whole body relax. Now everyone, please join your palms together and please say very peacefully 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu,
sadhu.
sadhu.
Dear Dhamma friends, so now gradually you are practicing and you are moving forward, understanding about reality related to you little by little. At once, no one can understand everything about you. So even the arahants, even all other enlightened beings, they did it gradually. You have to follow the same path, and there is no shortcut. It's not like quick noodles. If you want to eat noodles, and we have 1 minute noodles, right? So quick 1 minute noodles. You just take hot water, you put noodles in, and you put that mixture in, and you mix noodles. It is not like that. There is no shortcuts. You have to practice gradually, patiently, wisely, and ardently. That is very. So if you are not practicing ardently, so and if you are not practicing according the way that is taught, right? So practicing according the technique is very important, right? So we always when I describe the technique, please listen, and when there is any doubt, please let me know, because technique is very important. Let's say let's say you want to go to San Jose downtown, but you don't know what is the way that you have to go. You have the intention, to go to San Jose downtown, and you have the courage to, right? You work ardently, but you don't know the path. You go all the way in the opposite direction. You go 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You go and go and go, but no San Jose downtown. Why? Because you are not you are not going in the way that you have to go to, that you have to follow, and you are going in the opposite direction. So always, whenever whenever you listen to the instructions, please pay special attention. Listen very, very careful. Yes, this technique brings a lot of benefits for you. At the same time, so to gain that benefits, you need to practice accordingly. So there is a way that this practice is practiced 2,600 years ago. Thankful to all the Bhantes and all the past meditators who were, they are the so ordained people, they are lay people. So they were these both categories. Thanks to them, they practice. Not only they practice, they gain benefits. Not only they gain benefits, they best out. They gifted us this very technique in its pure form, without mixing anything. What you are learning, that is the very same technique, very same way that someone learned 2,600 years ago. You can't have a modern form of this. You can't modify this, right? So, so those days they were by foot, and nowadays we have car. That's external. So internally, we are no different. Those days people and nowadays people, their emotions are so they what the emotions that they go through, they are very similar. You, as I mentioned, you can't have the same emotions, but but similar emotions we have, right? So uh, so the remedy is universal too. It doesn't matter whether the human being from that era or this era. This brings you to the same understanding, same peace, to the same happiness. But that person who was from that era and this person who is from this era should practice ardently. So please practice very ardently. That is very important. So, dear dumb friends, today I am going to teach you about the benefits of practicing vipassana meditation. So everybody gets motivated, right? Gets motivated when we understand uh, the benefits. So if we, so human beings are used to do things that they can gain benefits. If they don't get benefits, they don't do those things. That's why for volunteer work, you can find less people. When you need volunteers, very less people appear. That is the case. Because more benefits go to the other people, not for yourself. So somehow it is good to know benefits. So when you practice vipassana meditation, you will gradually realize that these benefits are there for you. You are experiencing, you are gaining these benefits in life. As I mentioned earlier at the beginning too, some of you might gain these benefits later. Some of you are already experienced. So don't worry, oh, I don't have these benefits. So the other people do have those benefits. Don't worry. They are, if you are practicing, they are coming for you. So sooner or later, you are going to uh, gain this, right? So number one, so you gain the ability to accept thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they really are. Earlier, whenever yeah, so whenever something comfortable happens, you have a comfortable experience, right? When you feel comfortable sensation, you started craving. Oh, so you don't want to feel it, you don't want to experience it. Instead, your nature is to crave. You don't want to be at the present moment, and you don't want to enjoy those comfortable feelings. Instead, what you do, you start craving for more, right? Then what happens? You don't gain the ability to feel them in their according to their real sense, right? Because a lot of imaginations, you don't give priority to your sensations. Instead, you give priority to your imaginations, right? So, but whenever you start practicing vipassana, instead of praying for certain things to stay longer, as much as they stay, you understand that wonderful, wonderful. Uh, there are these comfortable sensations right now. I feel. Well, sometimes maybe throughout your body, or sometimes in one part of your body, you feel comfort. At such times, you feel it, but you don't crave it for too much, right? So you let it stay as long as those sensations stay, right? And at the same time, you feel more than comfortable sensations in life. 90% or 80%, we feel uncomfortable sensations, right? Is that true? That is the truth. So even at this moment, there are many areas that you will feel uncomfortable sensations, and you don't like them. And at the same time, even though you don't know, from your subconscious mind, mostly it deals with these sensations. And it doesn't like, mind is not comfortable. Throughout the, throughout the day, you are in tension, in with with tension, fighting not to accept uncomfortable sensation and to accept comfortable sensation. But when you start practicing vipassana, you will feel a lot of comfort, a lot of comfort, a lot of harmony. Uh, so physical wise, a lot of harmony, mental wise. You feel more energetic and more light. Why? Gradually, you start to change that pattern of reactions. Instead, being right now, you start to accept the sensations as they really are. This comfortable sensation, you didn't call it to come, and it doesn't go as you wish, and it doesn't last longer forever. It is bound to change. In fact, when you realize this, no more tension, no more tension, no more struggles for the things, for the sensations that you cannot change. You cannot change. Then the the tension gradually goes down or stops. Only in enlightened beings this stops, for the other people, it it becomes reduced. It becomes low, the tension, and you will feel a lot of comfort. And so this is another benefit that you will get: lightness of the body and lightness of the mind. And then like that. So by accepting the sensations as they really are, right? Accepting the sensations as they really are, you gain lightness, comfort. And even for the comfort that you feel later on, at the beginning you will crave, but later on you will understand it's also important. When you understand that right at that moment, what will happen, you will gain more comfort. And then gradually you will react in the very same habitual way of craving. But see, when you get convinced more, when you understand more that it is important to, what will happen? Again, you will become balanced, right? And you will get more comfort. Right? This is how it will go. And at the same time, you reduce regrets. Some people have regrets about the past things. Oh, I couldn't do. So I was wishing badly to do this, but I couldn't do. You have a big headache. Sometimes there are people like that. They have a big headache. They don't know why. So they don't feel happy about anything. They don't know why. When you talk to them, you realize there was one major dream inside that person's life. It didn't happen. Something else happened. Now this person is not happy. He or she doesn't know, but this is the. There are such kind of regrets that people do have. So these regrets, they won't stay. They go. Gradually, the more you get connected with the present moment, the more chances to remember about them, that habitual nature of remembering about them, it goes away. Then what happens? Those regrets go. Then those people start to cry when they don't know why. That headache is gone. That uncomfortableness is gone. And anymore, no, nothing to worry about the past. What happened? Because you got more connected with the reality. You let that moving mind. You stop that moving mind to a certain level. That's why. So some people cry. They cry and cry, and so they can't bear the comfort that they are feeling at that moment. This is the truth. So reduce regrets. Recently, one of such kind of things, such kind of an incident happened too. Right. Stops dwelling in the past. Similar. So some people dwell in the past. Oh, so during the childhood, I had a wonderful time. Now I don't have that. If that person always wish, oh, if I went to my childhood, if I was a child, I would have been happier. Now I'm not happy. Yes. So uh, most of the people like the childhood because at that time you were new to the world and you didn't have a past to regret about. Now you have one. That's why. But you can be a child right now too by letting go about by letting go of dwelling in the past and by starting to live in the present. Right? So uh, Vipassana meditation helps you to live in the present and not to dwell in the past. Past past Bhanu, past Arjit, you can't meet them here right now. Go. Past Bhante Chandni, or Miss Grace, or Mike, or Suhana, or Shireen, or Mrs. Jeremy, right? Yeah. So you can't meet them. You can't meet. That person is gone. Always you should focus right now. Right now. Then you will feel happy throughout the life. At the moment that you start to compare with the past sensations, past experience with the present experience. So no. So sometimes I meet certain couples. Sometimes for some people come here for counseling, and so and they come sometimes for marital problems. So husband and wife, they are not in good terms, right? I asked why. Oh, I realized my wife is not like earlier. My husband is not like earlier, right? So they always compare with the past experience with with the current person, and you want to expect those people expect a different one. So such kind of a sensation from this very person. Unfortunately, you can't do that. So those days sensations are different. These sensations are different. And when you realize this very person who is in front of you is totally new, life starts, right? So so always so always we need to understand whoever the person that we meet in life, they are new, right? They are not all so appearance wise they become old, but always they are continuously changing. You can't meet the same person twice, same experience twice too. So please deal with the present person uh, that you have right now. So then respond to situations based on reality instead of worries and preconceived notions. So so some people they have preconceived notions, right? So when they go to do something, if one thing failed or two things failed and things fail, they think, oh, this one, if I go do this time too, this will fail. Totally with the negative mindset, that person faces the upcoming stuff. Those things are bound to fail. Why? Mentally is negative. And and worry. Some people worry a lot. Oh, will this succeed? Won't this be successful? They worry. But Vipassana meditation doesn't worry. That person does the right thing on the right time and faces it. Whatever it happens, let it be. Let me face. No worries. But before facing that particular thing, no worries. While facing, no worries. After facing, no worries. What is good? And then after that, uh, so um, so certain universities of India and UAE, they did the so nowadays there are so many institutes to uh, to do experiments, researches about Vipassana meditators too. So, some of such universities from both those countries, they did an experiment on 520 Vipassana meditators, and they found out their self acceptance is high, and at the same time their competence is high too, and at the same time their engagement and growth. inner growth. That's high growth. And they have positive relationships. Positive relationships. So, and so another benefit that we can gain is brain plasticity. So that means brain plasticity means something like no. That means you want to change yourself, right? I want to change myself. I understand something is bad. I want to change myself. But if you, so most of the people they can't. Why? They are so much attached to their sensations. They don't want to let go. There is a smoke, right? There is a smoke. Uh, so, um, so on the earliest days that I started this vipassana practice. So I don't want to tell that meditator's name. So, that meditator was a heavy smoker, big smoke. I didn't know about this until after a long time he came to me and told this to me. So he was a heavy smoker and he tried so many things. He couldn't let go. Do you think he couldn't let go the cigarette? No, the sensations. He craved for the sensations that for those sensations that he feel by smoking cigarettes. Then he but I'm so thankful that he kept on coming for the meditation for a long time. So now he's a senior meditator. He's practicing daily, and so he already attended many 10-day meditation courses in the center. So those days, he only had this. He came, and finally, do you know, he could stop smoking. He could stop smoking. How wonderful! After so many rehabilitation courses and after so many self struggles, he couldn't stop it. But whenever he understood, oh, I'm craving for my feelings, my sensation, not for the cigarette, he stopped it automatically. So he had the ability to let it go. He could restructure his brain plasticity. So whenever you understand that I'm doing wrong, oh, this is not right, I should not do this. For some people, still they struggle. But for you, later on, what will happen? You will be able to change your mind very fast. And then, uh, and it helps to treat addiction too. Same. So, Eric L. Garland and Matthew O'Hara, we have O'Hara too, one of your commentators. So those two professors. So they are from NIH of USA, National Institute of Health. So they and their students. So they did the research. So and they found out they did this research on Vipassana meditators. And according to their research, this is also in 2018, self-control over habits, decision making, and response inhibition. It had this ability was there in Vipassana meditators. And so, have you heard of Angulimal, the person who cut fingers, right? In brief, Angulimal was a serial killer. That is the American way. So this serial killer became a serial killer because of his own teacher. At the beginning, he was an innocent person, but all the classmates, they were jealous of him. So and the teacher's wife, she was just like a mother to him, mother for this boy, because he was so clever and he was so respectful towards him, not only towards the teacher. But those classmates, what they did, they made gossips and went and told the student, the teacher, that that this Angulima, this boy, this young man, has a relationship with extramarital relationship with the teacher's wife. At the beginning, teacher didn't believe, but later on, he made his own uh, conclusions, ignorant. Finally, so it was the tradition of India at that time. So, uh, so the so at the end of your studies, yes, you have to finish one task which was assigned by the teacher. So he was asked to bring 1,000 human fingers. And you can't bring two fingers from one person. You can only have one finger from one person. So he became a serial killer. He was so clever in swordsmanship and in archery. So he was so clever. Even small garrisons, which were assigned to catch him, he killed all the soldiers. They couldn't they couldn't catch him. So so finally he killed more than 900. So 900 people. That means it says 999 people, and there was one finger to get. And and then his mother, then the king decided he'll go with a big army and will catch him alive or dead. Then the mother heard of this, and mother, you know, who mother is mother. So she felt so sad for the son. So she went in search of Angulimala to ask him to run away and to let him know that the king is come with the large army. Then at the same time, the Buddha got to know about this. And he understood, he got to know by his mental ability, got to know that Angulimala is a person who can change, who can become better person, who can become an enlightened person. So before the mother, the Buddha appeared over there. And then he was walking by the road where Angulimala was hiding. And then Angulimala saw this monk. He's walking calmly and slowly, not running. He thought, oh, this is an easy prey. Let me catch him and kill him and take his finger. Then Buddha determined, so mentally, that may Angulimala not be able to reach. Angulimala ran after the Buddha as fast as he could. Buddha was just walking, but Angulimala couldn't reach the Buddha. Finally, he was sweating and he was so tired, and he shouted at the Buddha, "Oh monk, please stop. Please stay." Then Buddha, he was walking, and while walking, he answered, I have already stopped. You are the one who is running. You have to stop first. Then Angulimala was astonished. While he is staying, the Buddha asked him to stay. And while walking, Buddha says he says that he has already stopped. Then Angulimala asked, what did Buddha mean? Then Buddha said, I was running after the negativities in the past, after craving, after anger, after jealousy, all such kind of negativities. Now I have stopped. But you are running after the very same negativity, even right now. So I'm a person who has already stayed, stop. You are a runner. Understanding that, Angulimala asked the Buddha to make him a monk or to ordain him and teach him the very same technique that someone can come out of all the negativity. Buddha taught these very techniques: breathing meditation, vipassana meditation, and later loving kindness meditation. Angulimala changed. His negativities went, and finally he became a great, helpful person, great teacher for so many people. So now you will be able to become the same. What you need is, what you should do is ardent practice. Gradual practice, understanding the technique properly, and later on, sooner or later, you will reach there. Don't worry about the future. Just keep on practicing as you practice. Whenever the time is right, you will reach. Right? So please practice. That's the conclusion. Now please think. Today too, by practicing this noble meditation technique, we accumulated a lot of positive energy. Let's share this positive energy with all the divine beings, all the departed relatives, and among all of us. By the power of this positive energy, may all the good things happen in our lives. May all our difficulties be over. And finally, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please join your palms together and concentrate. Abhivadana silisse nichang baddha pachainu chattaro tamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevate ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjito. Sadhu,
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 sadhu, sadhu.
May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very peaceful. Good night to everyone. See you in the next week. Good night. Sukhi. Right. Good night, Mr. Juan.
Good night, Pante. Thank you.
Good night, Mrs. Meena.